Oh, that was weird. You know, good evening, everybody. So, Mike, I wasn't even logged in yet to do a live broadcast. So, did I magically appear for 2 seconds and then came out? I don't know. Really weird. Real weird. You know, all kinds of things. Well, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been about almost 2 weeks since that Mighty Psycho's been on here. Aha. Hey, Mick, how you doing? This isn't going to be a long show, maybe about an hour at the most, because I do have to take care of some other things. But I don't know. There's a lot of interesting things going on. Let's see. I think Glenn Calloway's got a show. Sam St. John is doing a little acoustic tape thing. If you want to go over there as well, I understand that. I was listening to that for a little bit. But you know, I just kind of wanted to drop in just to see what my condition was in. See what, oh, that's horrible. But needless to say, I know it's been a while. I'm currently going through some dumbass work BS per se. I'm off for a few days unintentionally because due to someone wrote on the form for my going back to work that I only could lift 10 pounds. I said, that's horse shit. I can do more than that. So after working for 2 weeks, returning back for 2 weeks, somehow they figured it out, and then I had to be taken off the damn schedule until I could fix it. I'm like, thanks a bunch, you shitheads. So I'm sitting here, no offense, sweating like, well, we're all sweating because it's hot out, but sweating on the money woes, okay? And I hate saying it, okay, but I'll be extremely honest to you guys. I'm nervous. I'm real nervous. Anyways, in case I didn't mention before, that I did lose 40 pounds, and I am getting my surgery done September 21st. I'm going to be gone 19th through the 26th in Springfield, Missouri, to get my new titanium knee. Yay! Right. But they got me going through a lot of fucking hoops, because Walmart's paying for this, you see. So now we're going through the dental clearance. So I gotta have deep cleaning stuff and some minor fix-its. It's all bullshit. I'm tired of the reasons. I think I gotta get some blood work done too. I'm not worried about blood work. You know what? I've been so poked and prodded in my life. That didn't sound right, but I know where I'm going on this. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the two people watching. Oh boy, there must be a lot of things going on. I don't know. Yeah, titanium, man. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. No kidding, right? All right. So, new subscribers. Yes, we got more people into the Psycho Network since the last time I was on doing a broadcast. By the way, the AC has been going since I got home this afternoon. Oh, God. 96 it said for a high, but in the heat index, it was between 110 and 120. How about them apples? Gross. So gross. Yeah, I remember you saying bits of this. I do remember that. Hey, Trish. Long time no here. Glad to see you're still around. You're getting the welcoming committee here. All right. New subscribers. We got Beetle Dave, My Music Corner, TTV Beefface. I know, there's some goofy ones in here, but they're real channels. Ernesto Ramos, Paul Messis, and Ingus Verkers. And then I want to go off and show you something that I won. I won a little Facebook vinyl contest. So let me see if I can move some things. I don't have much to show, by the way. I don't. Yeah, I am 36 away from 1K. I please, my friends, my enemies, my frenemies, subscribe to Psycho's Platters. That would be absolutely wonderful. Seriously. So back to this, okay? So I belong to a Facebook group. Sure, I can talk. Facebook group called Arkansas Vinyl Collectors. Okay, I joined up about maybe 6 weeks ago. I'd say a little more than that. And so the people that live in Arkansas, so if you've got, if you're watching and you happen to be living in Arkansas, you could qualify to get into this group. They have about 1,400 members, and it's real fun. You can show all your stuff and up and down the state of Arkansas. We'll see. But they ended up. They have monthly drawings, okay, and you like and you comment and you do all kinds of things. And my name was the one that got picked. Yeah. So it just came in the mail yesterday. And I know you're saying, and even if you're not, what did Mighty Psycho get for a prize? I have not had a chance. Oh, there you go. What did I get? So let me explain here. This came out in early 2023. Sudden death. That's right. Sudden death. Here's the front. Here's the back. Okay. I haven't even opened this yet, so let's do this together, shall we? Because if I remember correctly, come on. If I remember correctly, this is a, wait a minute. Oh, hold on a minute. See, I thought I was getting a black vinyl variant, or excuse me, not variant. Oh, come on. Of all the times for me to get, jeez. Mighty Psycho fights shrink wrap, news at 11. Yeah, it does look like a monastery, doesn't it? But let me read the story to you, because there's a story. This album was recorded in 1972 for the band Sudden Death. 1972, it's U.S. heavy rock, it says. I got to get my announcer voice. Hang on a second. My announcer voice, because I like to do this. Sudden Death from 1972, U.S. heavy rock, a hard-hitting and gloomy heavy rock band comprised of Pasadena youth who were selected as finalists in a nationwide artist search called America's Answer to Black Sabbath. Recorded this lost demo album in the spring of 1972. The tracks resurfaced in the mid-90s as a mysterious proto-metal record released by pioneering reissuers Rockadelic Records. Sudden Death's music is now being released broadly for the first time and with full disclosure of the band's journey. Not to be confused with the band Journey. Ooh, looky. Looks like a nice poster of sorts. Oh no, it's a booklet. You got a picture here. You got a picture there. And then, oh boy, I'm going to need my reading glasses. It is a wonderful, it looks like interview conducted last year with bassist and also the band manager. Wow. This is going to be fun, I think, out of all honesty. And then I'm assuming here is your notes to the demo. Now, oh, this is nice. How about them apples? Or in this case, oranges. Yes, indeedy do. So I want to thank Eric Beck and Arkansas Vinyl Collectors for what appears to be a nice, beautiful, kick-ass record that I cannot wait to listen to. Yes, definitely. I'll have to fix that later. Get in there. Oh, really? Of course it's doing this to me. I never really have very much luck on putting things back where they belong in a sleeve. I don't know about you. There we go. Maybe that'll work. You poor people must be bored. Yeah, I guess it does show more yellow on YouTube. I could see why. This I can't really describe the orange, but like I said, sudden death. Happy to have that in the collection. Cannot wait to listen to that because I do like that kind of stuff. I like the early gloom and doom of Black Sabbath. I think that that would be funny, but unfortunately, it is my washer and dryer. I probably could go and do it in the poster area of my record room, but yeah. Yeah, I actually have that album in the gold vinyl. I do have that, including the stickers. There were stickers that came in. Oh, look, see, I bring him up, and Eric, you are awesome. That you and Arkansas Vinyl Collectors are awesome. Limited edition to 500 in that color, and was only available from Noble Records. I know who Noble Records is. That store's awesome. Thank you for telling me that. Noble is an awesome place. I have never been there, but I want to go. Well, if something popped out in me, oh dear God, a really big shoe or a shirt? Hello, Chief. Would you believe 2 naked chaos pygmies? 3? Anyways. So, thank you, Eric, for chiming in, because that's good. I didn't know that. But that's going to be fun. That is going to be a fun release to listen to. I like the unknown stuff. That's where the audio discovery is. Yeah, hang on a minute. Missed it by that much. Oh, I miss him. I miss all those people. They were funny. Remember when he was Tennessee Tuxedo? Hello, Chumley. We're going to escape from the zoo tonight. Or Inspector Gadget. Hello, Penny. Oops, hang on. Hello, Penny. Go, get your helicopter out. Now, if you were watching Robot Chicken, you could go, uh-oh, go, get your hooker cleaner. And you guys would know what I'm talking about. Be like, hooker cleaner. All right. So that's what I wanted to bring up. So if you live in the state of Arkansas and you're on Facebook, go check out Arkansas Vinyl Collectors. You will not be sorry. My friend Doug Fields. Eric, I'm the one that I invited Doug Fields into the group. He lives in the same town I do here. And he also has his own YouTube channel. And what should I say? We're re-aspiring DJs for radio. Re-aspiring, I'm saying. As opposed to perspiring, which is what the hell we've all been doing here, especially in the Midwest and the Southwest, too. I love Get Smart, too. I didn't see very much of that last season, because by the time the last season was aired, I think it was 1970-71, it looked like they were phoning it in. Maybe they were also tired of it. Maybe there is a Tennessee thing. You should look into it. And if there isn't, maybe you should start one. All right, so there's several contests out there in the BC. All right, some of them are very fun. I'm looking into Prime Analog Records. Yeah, I think it's Prime Analog. I got it. I don't know where my little book went. That figures. Prime Analog Records and Richard McCook both have contests. And there's probably other people out there that I am not checking out yet, but I will. Oh, look at you. That would have been fun. I like Nancy Sinatra. I really, really do. I like the Lee Hazelwood stuff that she did with him. Not to sound like a commercial. Yes, of course. I was waiting for you to say greetings from Jackass Flats because it's not Dave unless you go and say that. Just like it's not Psycho if I don't say always part of the coffee each and every time. That's right. Because everybody's like, fuck, he's going at it again. But back to this for a second, Dave. If it's all right with you, I'll leave yours up here. So anybody out there, I am looking for the 1969 Frank Sinatra album, Watertown. I'm looking for Watertown. Normally, I wouldn't be looking for Frank Sinatra stuff. Not saying I don't like Frank Sinatra. I like Frank Sinatra. Swing, baby, you're platinum. But I am now looking for the Watertown album because Bob Gaudio and Jake Holmes, right after doing, see, here comes the commercial. My latest Jukebox from Hell is, oh, good, she's done, that's good. Oh, boy. So the latest Jukebox from Hell, of course, is the Four Seasons Genuine Imitation Live cassette from January 1969, which was written by Bob Gaudio and Jake Holmes, all right? Well, I found out that after they got done with the Four Seasons album, Sinatra, for some reason, actually heard some of the recording of that album as it was going down. And he was very impressed with Bob Gaudio and Jake Holmes. And that's how Frank gets the Watertown album done. Now, I'm told, though, that it didn't do very well in the charts. It was an experimentation. Nothing wrong with that. By the way, I tripped on this one. I thought this was goofy. There is a rare, and I've known about this for a few years, and I go through, and whenever I come across a pile of 8 tracks even, I will check, okay? So Sinatra and, oh God, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. This is the late 60s. Joachim, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about here. They cut 2 albums. The first one is plentiful. You can find that one, but they do a second one. The photo that's used for the album cover is Frank Sinatra behind at the back of his tour bus. So he's outside, and so it's the back end of the tour bus, and there's like a forest road or something, okay? That is a rare, seriously rare, because supposedly Sinatra or Reprise or both went off and killed it after it was already starting to be in production. Hundreds of 8 tracks got let out, and I am led to believe possibly up to 100 vinyl copies. Seriously. When I sold my house in '99, I left behind all the 8 tracks and the plug. Yeah, maybe. See, you're going to find it. That's one thing about finding, you want to look through cheap record bins, chances are you're going to find a Sinatra or 2 in there. And that's all good. Excuse me. So a lot of people having different contests, but I really kind of want to touch base on something. I do. I'm not going to mention a name. And I'll tell you why I'm not going to mention a name, okay? Because part of this is my fault. I'll admit that. Part of this is my fault. So I did a contest video, I don't know, a week or 2 ago. And I did it. I mentioned it to the person that I did it. And then when the time came for the prize drawing, I was not in the hat. Now, originally I was pissed. Like, not real pissed, because I'm half friends with the guy, okay? So I'm not going to get real pissed over this. But I'm like, what? You know, what's going on? Well, then the person explained in the comments that they had a update video, and that's where it's on me, because look, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I subscribe to hundreds and hundreds of YouTube channels. Seriously. I'd say 50 to 60% of them are members of the VC. Okay. But I have all kinds of other channels that I subscribe to. Wrestling, pop culture, all that other stuff. And even though I'll click the notification bell on, I'd say I probably click the notification bell on about at least a third of those channels. Obviously, I mean, and I know you're asking, and maybe you're not, well, Psycho, how many channels are you sub to? I'm not kidding, it's between 500 and 1,000, okay? But remember, I've been on YouTube 12 years. So, obviously, I didn't get the notification that he was doing an update video so that I could have alerted at that time. So that's why it's partly on me. He feels bad. I don't really want him to feel bad. Shit happens. But the thing is that, see, okay, this is the third time in 2 years, roughly, that I've made videos for contests. And I let him know ahead of time. I made the video, you know, back before spam, here's the link. Can't do that anymore because it's spam now. So it's like you just put, I made the video today. I hope everybody enjoys it. And so, but for 3 times in the last 2 years, I've made videos. Now, to make the videos, I have to carve time out. And I know you're sitting there going, well, shouldn't take that long to do a 5 or 10 or 15-minute video. You're right, but it's the research and the presentation. I was on YouTube about 16 years ago, but I never made videos. Then I closed down my channel, started doing videos maybe last 5, 6 years. Yeah, I can understand that. I always kept mine. But what I'm getting at is I don't mind doing the videos because I want to help that channel grow, okay? I'll do it, you know. It's like, for me, it's a byproduct. Of course I want to win the prize. I'm not stupid. I want to win whatever it is if I can. And if I lose, oh well, there's people that have better videos than me. If it's luck of the draw, it's, hey, you know, it's the luck of the draw. You can't get mad about something about that, and I don't. But it's the energy and the time to make the videos. That's all I'm saying. So, and I leave my videos up. I do. I think out of all the videos that I have made, and by the way, we are heading almost to 660 I have made. I've only ever taken down 1. And it was mainly because it was YouTube and some bullshit music strike. And I'm like, you know, I'm not in the mood for that. And that's why I don't. Maybe they will. I am not expecting that. They apologized, and like I said, I admitted my partial sin, okay? So it's now water under the bridge. It's just, I don't know how many more I'm going to do, okay? Because like I said, it's happened to me 3 times in the last 2 years. And I'm like, I don't like being, I know accidents will happen, but that's okay, done with that. Anyways, like I said, I have no personal issue with the gentleman. He's a dear friend of mine. He still is. So I went and visited him earlier, actually. All right, where do we go to next? So I want to let you guys know something. You guys that still like to go to concerts, okay? So this goes back to maybe a couple weeks ago. So we had a free concert about 2 towns down. And Right. No, I get it. I get it. I like the creativity of some of these channels with their contests. Okay, like I do want to do the 5 Michaels contest. I want to do that, and then the no quarter contest from Richard. Excuse me. Is interesting too. I'm trying to figure out what the hell the no quarter thing is. I have my idea as to what it is, but we'll see. So, but they went off and mentioned, okay, they mentioned that the main artist, because this was a free festival, and I'm just going to throw this out there, it is the Juneteenth festival, okay? That's all I'm saying. I don't want to say any more about that nonsense. So they were getting 90s artists, Bone Thugs and Harmony, okay? I know a little bit of their stuff, a little bit, but not really a big fan. So saying that, it was the band that was under that, so the opener, if you will, the Ohio Players. Ohio Players. I'm like, okay. Instead of what make me going, what? Because I would have loved to have seen the Ohio Players. Now remember, this was like late June. So what happened is Mighty Psycho went and did research. Ladies and gentlemen, if you care enough, and some of you may not, maybe I'm one of those in the minority that likes to know who the hell's in a band before you go to the show. Okay? So to discover that the last original surviving member, yeah, there you go. The last original surviving member of the Ohio Players, keyboardist Greg Webster, died, if I remember correctly, it was 2018. All right? Notice I said last original member. What is allegedly, I'm going to throw that out there because I ain't in the mood to deal with people going, allegedly, based on what little research I could pull up, because it is kind of in a slight veil of secrecy. I went to the management artists page, you know, where you could go hire the band. Wasn't many names mentioned, but I can tell you that none of them, what I saw, were on any of the records whatsoever. In other words, you have the Ohio Players name is owned maybe by a management company, and then they farm these guys out. So in other words, if Ohio Players come to your town, don't go, because you're not going to see anybody that was on any of those records. Also, I hate to do this to you, but here's another one I just recently discovered this week. So my buddy in Northwest Illinois, he doesn't have too many concerts to go to. He's actually bored. He really wants to go to something. I think when all original members have passed, the band should use a different name, maybe a similar one, but different. Either that or you can have the name, but you have to have in all of your advertising, tribute band of. Okay? Tribute band of. And then maybe in small letters, authorized by the estate or the company or whatever. But it has to be there, okay? I know there's a Truth in Music Act, like in 32 states, I think. I remember it went to Congress. There was something really weird. But not all 50 states recognize it. So it's very gray areas on shit. So back to the story. So later this week in Illinois, in Northwest Illinois, yeah, I mean, to me, that's what they did. It has to be truth in advertising. And if you still go, then that's really on you, you know, because maybe you're such a super fan and you just kind of want to hear the music. You want a nice evening. You know you're going to hear your favorite hits and maybe some not so favorite hits. but you know what's on the stage. Okay, that's all I'm saying about this. Like I said, if you don't give a shit, then go anyway. But I think you should be informed. Everybody should be informed. Right. So with that, Skinner, I'm surprised they're still doing this. Washington's dead. He was the last one. Now, saying that, here's where your potential quasi-legal thing is. Okay, is Ricky Medlock was an early member of Skinner, and he does show up on Skinner's First and Last. Okay, I want to say 1970, 71. It's him and Greg Walker from Blackfoot before Blackfoot was made. So is that how Skinner is getting around this? Because if they are, that's barrel scraping right there, okay? Look, people have said that the people up on stage right now, named Lynyrd Skynyrd, musically wise, great band, kick-ass band. I'm not questioning the musicality. I'm questioning the existence of that band using that classic name. Yes, of course, we only have Steve Howe, all right, who is not an original member. He came in 1971, just in time for the Yes album. And yeah, I think it's totally wrong. I don't understand what happened between him and John Anderson. And gee, that's over a decade now. And they recently interviewed Steve, and he's like, well, I ain't dealing with that. I'm like, so yeah, you're going to be getting Yes Light is what you're going to be getting. Can't afford to see most groups and concerts. They're so dang it. You're right. It is ridiculous. I do hope to see Comedian in December, not far from me. Who'd that be? People singing along with bands and concerts. Yeah, it certainly can, Davey. I'll tell you. Although I quietly sang in 2013 the Monkees because I loved them and I knew every word. I'll admit that. But I didn't go sing at the top of my damn lungs. That's the band's job. And I'm not down there. I'm way back. And I'm just kind of singing along, you know, almost lip syncing, almost, maybe very quietly. Seriously, that's what I did. Anyways. Oh, good. I've heard about James Gregory, known as the funniest man in America. I don't know if he's coming back up here. When he does, if he does, I want to go catch him. I know that all week, Rob Schneider's up here all week, literally. He came in Saturday, and I think he leaves Saturday. And then next week, Kevin Farley, Chris's brother, will be here for a couple shows. I'm thinking about going to see Kevin maybe, because I already saw Schneider. Yeah, well, I would agree with you. But I don't know how the health status is for some of these guys. Because let's see, obviously we could get John Anderson, Trevor Rabin, Rick Wakeman. I don't know if Tony Kaye can still do it or not. I could be wrong on that. I don't know if he's got a health issue. Bill Bruford is still around, but I think he retired. I don't know. He says he only flies once a year, and that's only because he wants to catch up on his pro tier. Yeah, that's funny. So the other one, back to Illinois. So I talked to my buddy, and I'm like, look, you know, I'm like, hey, well, yeah, Bill Bruford. Wasn't he in Yes for like the first from 68 to 72? I don't know. Before Alan White came in, who of course he's gone too now. When I saw Yes Light, you know, at least I got to see Alan, but he only drummed like 2 or 3 songs because of the back thing. He couldn't do any more than that. So yeah. So the thing is that I found out that the Spinners were coming up to a town near him, the Spinners. An excellent channel. Please go like and subscribe to George Music for all 4 seasons. That box set is extremely impressive in their review. George, I hope you had time, and if you didn't, that's totally okay. I shouted you out in my newest Jukebox from Hell because we did tackle Genuine Imitation Life Gazette. I did do that. By the way, though, just throwing that back for a second, if it wasn't for George showing in the box set, for the first time ever, 1969 mono mixes, because it only came out in stereo out there, but mono mixes. So I bet you that's even sweeter, George. I'll tell you that right now. So the Spinners are we're going to be doing a festival here. Well, I went to go look it up. And so they had one original member, but that original member retired earlier this year. So in other words, the Spinners that are out there, none of them are original, none of them were on the records, ladies and gentlemen. So there's another one for you for tribute, the Spinners, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Gladly appreciate it. Also another one that is on the fence. I found out that 4 Tops are coming to Hot Springs, Arkansas. I think it's in late August. Well, they have one original member, and this dude has been in the music business since 1953. That's Duke, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Fakar. He is the only 4 Top standing. So he's a solo top as opposed to a ZZ Top. But the other guy that is with him, he's like the second in the group, has only been a top since '99. Okay, so to me that still doesn't really count. It doesn't. So when Duke retires, because let's face it, he's been doing this since 1953. That means 70 years. 70. I'm surprised he's still doing it. 70 years. You know, but maybe for some it's the same old song. Uh-oh. I know. I didn't say I was on. Yeah, exactly. That would be like, we're going to mention Blasphemous for a second. That would be like, without Frankie Valli's involvement, they attempt to do a 4 seasons. And there's nobody. Yeah, Marshall Tucker's another band. And you know what? When you saw him, wait a minute, 25 years ago, that's right. That's right, because, Doug Gray and, oh God, what was his name? Jerry, he was the flute player. Like from 1984. Yeah, 84, that's when Tucker, the original, except for Tommy, who died in 80. But the rest of the band splintered, and then you had Doug and Jerry were your only originals that carried it from 84 to, if I remember correctly, 96, 97. So they're on the Mercury material, which there's not very many Mercury record things they did. And then, then Jerry retired, and it left Doug being the only one standing for Tucker. There's still... I'm trying to think here. I think Paul Riddle, the drummer, is the only one left. Everyone else is dead. I could be wrong. That's it. Eubanks, thank you. You know, sometimes my mind does not go very well. Yep, Duke is the last original Duke. Yeah. Like I said, last top standing, last top spinning. But, I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing, though, is that all of our cherished, beloved bands are all dying, and there's no There's not enough kick-ass new bands to replace the old bands. Most important is the original singer. Unless they're improvisers, the rest can learn it. But, well, yeah, I guess that, yeah, that is true. But I'm a nerd. I mean, like, okay, for example, Friday, Foreigner's going to be in my town. The farewell tour, right? So, I don't know. Has anybody seen Foreigner in the last year, let's say? If you have, let me know in the comments, was Mick Jones at the show? Because I'm told Mick is spotty. He either doesn't show up at all, or he does show up, but he only shows up for the encores due to his health. Yeah, we're all terminal. Would that be Kiss? Maybe. That would be funny. That would be funny. I'm just glad I saw Kiss when I saw. But yeah, so I have no desire to see Foreigner. I really, really don't, because I did see him in 2005, and Mick Jones was there, but so was Jason Bonham on drums. And Bonham kicked ass. And then they went into this Zeppelin medley with Moby Dick, and oh man, Whole Lot of Love. Oh, beautiful stuff, beautiful. Yeah, Ozzy probably would be in that category. I could see that. He's been, doing that since the 90s, right? I remember the No More tours. That didn't last long. But, so, yeah, I have no desire to see Foreigner. But the opening band is what I'd like to see, because the opening band is Loverboy. I have never seen Loverboy. It is all original members except for Scott Smith, the bass player, who passed away tragically in 2000. They have had a Scott's replacement has been with the band since 2002. So you get, 4/5 of original classic Loverboy. So if you like Loverboy, I would be one of those people that I'm like, if I want, let's say I won tickets to Friday, and I don't have to work, because I don't know. And if it wasn't broiling, because it's going to be like in the 90s at least, minus heat index, I would go see Loverboy and then leave at the intermission. Maybe go to the merch table for Loverboy, because some of the bands have actually been going to the merch tables and doing meet and greets when it's not ridiculously hot. So, yeah, Loverboy. Turn Me Loose, Hot Girls in Love, Queen of the Broken Hearts. Loving every minute of it. That kind of stuff. See? Yeah. And I bet you for you, it was Almost Paradise. Oh, I'm ashamed. I am so ashamed I even threw that out there, because I never liked that damn song. Him and Ann Wilson. I wonder if they had guns to their heads to record that song, because it's just too cheesy. It really is. It's so cheesy, you can scrape some off or a grilled cheese. That sounds gross, doesn't it? Yeah. See? Oh boy. So my next door neighbors, I don't know if you can hear it. The disco party has started. See, these bastards, well, I get along with the main guy, but they'll go off and do the disco thing. I can hear it through the damn wall. Normally it doesn't bother me because I'm in my room most of the time. Instead of when I'm doing shows, I come out here. But I think it's funny. Real loud. That's all. Yeah, see, yeah, it is a horrid song. That's right. Almost Paradise. Oh, now those assholes turned it up louder. They probably heard me. Why don't you turn up louder while you're at it? They probably will. I don't know about you people, but if you don't have headphones, and I mean, I got these, but they don't really fit my thingamajig on my stereo. I don't turn, yeah, give her, yeah, you bastards. I don't put my stereo on full blast. I don't need to. Because I actually have I have a Denon amp, okay? And I miss my old one. Don't ask me what the brand name was because I can't remember. But I picked up this Denon one. It labeled for 60. I got it for 50, okay, back up in Illinois. Because the other one just crapped out. You know, we fixed it once, and it lasted for about maybe a year, a little more than that. And then it just gave up the ghost. And so that amp was like 30, 35 years old. So getting the Denon, you can, I'm not kidding you, I don't even turn it to more than a quarter or a third, and you can shake a window. That's how loud this damn thing goes. I love it. And by the way, whenever I get a new piece of equipment, there's one song that I test the loudness, and it's for me, I just love the way it hits me. And that would be White Punks on Dope from the Tubes. That's how I test my new stereo equipment or pieces or whatever. I wanted to take advantage of Prime Day sale, but I really don't see anything I want there. You know what? I got to tell you something, okay? I am so sick and tired of people abusing Prime Day, okay? Do they not understand the significance of Prime Day? Rest in peace, Optimus Prime. Rest in peace. Damn people that abuse the broad name. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can do a shitty impression for you. I'll get you, you Optimus Prime. I'm surprised you people put up with me. You must be bored. But I love you all anyway. I do. Yes. I love you like Mandy Ben. Is it like what the fuck? Yeah, I know. But see now, all right, look, okay. They did Pride Month wrong. They did it wrong. They did Pride Month wrong. Why, you ask? Because I'm pissed about Pride Month. I'm pissed. There wasn't one radio station that played Charlie Pride. Not one. And once in a while, I'd like to kick up when I'm over at the girlfriend's house. I'll kiss my angel good morning. But other than that, see what I did there? Everybody's like, oh, shit. See, I lost a few of you because I was talking about Pride. But you should have stuck around because I talked about Charlie Pride. I know. Shame on those anti-Charlie Pride lovers. Shame on them. Kiss an angel good morning. Well, I'm trying to, what other songs did Charlie Pride have? That's the only one I remember. See, I was going to almost miss-sing and go, I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon, but that's Ronnie Millsap, see, so I caught myself. I'm horrible. I'm just damn horrible. God, I had nothing else on the docket. Oh, wait a minute. I do have a little bit. I fibbed. So let's see. I didn't find too much vinyl. I found a couple CDs and some 45 things. But I've got, if you like Dickie Goodman, 1977 Clog, which of course is another breakaway Anso record, which is funny. Mr. Jaws to me is always going to be my favorite. But this one's pretty funny too. For the few jazz people that even bother to chime in to my channel, because I don't show jazz most of the time, but I thought this was pretty neat. The condition could be better. Maybe if it's cleaned up a little bit, it'll be better. But I found on Riverside, and I think it's a compact 33, ladies and gentlemen. It is actually from 1958, the Thelonious Monk Quartet with Round Midnight, Parts 1 and 2. And then Doug, who's host of the Vinyl Grotto radio show, he has the mystery record. I found a mystery record. All I can tell you is it was a lateral cut. It was on Columbia Records. And even though it was about the size of that compact 33, it said play at 78 RPM. So I don't have a 78 player. You two, I'm about ready to wrap this up, actually. Like I said, this was going to be a short show anyway. And I bet you there's other people out there. Okay, and then let's see. CD-wise, I got the Nebworth set. Only cost me $1.50 for this. 2-disc. Not too shabby, not too shabby for Nebworth. And then let's see, I ended up finding, I don't know if I can, this one here is on MCA, and it's R&B and country stars together doing duets. I mean, you got people like Vince Gill and Gladys Knight together. You got Al Green and Lyle Lovett, Aaron Neville and Trisha Yearwood, Little Richard and Tanya Tucker. That's got to be strange. Doing Summertime Blues. That's the track they're doing. You've got Patti LaBelle and Travis Tritt, Sam Moore, of course, from Sam and Dave, and Conway Twitty. Ladies and gentlemen, Conway Twitty. Clint Black and the Pointer Sisters? No, they're not doing the Neutron Dance. They're actually doing Chain of Fools. How about that for strange? Natalie Cole and Reba McEntire. Chet Atkins and Alan Toussaint. That might be strange. The Staple Singers and Marty Stewart, and lastly, George Jones and B.B. King. Yeah, so this came out, I don't know if it's going to tell me. There's too much, whatever, it looks like that. But, yeah, came out in the 90s, I think, as far as I know. But yeah, so... Let's see. Oh, I guess they got picked. Oh, they got some pictures with everybody. Sort of, kind of, sort of. Here's a picture of Sam Moore and Conway Twitty in the studio together. There's one. Let's see. We got any other fun ones? Because most of these are solo shots. I guess here's a picture of Patti LaBelle and Travis Tritt. All right, doing their thing. So I found that for $1. That's pretty neat. So yeah, they are the redheaded stepchild, but you know what? I like them. I do. If they're reasonably priced, I'll grab them. The last one I picked up, I found it for $1, decent shape. Ivory Joe Hunter on Atlantic. I don't remember the song. And Mr. Sam St. John, ladies and gentlemen, he was doing his front porch show. He did a really good version of the Monkees' Me and Magdalena. He did some other good stuff, too. A Doors box set coming out. Oh, that'll be fun. Is that right? I will have to look into that. I know who Marty Stewart is, but I don't have anything of his. I guess I should probably kick myself in the ass. He performed oh God, what was it, 10, 15 years ago, I had a chance to see him, I guess at RFD TV, not studios, but in Branson, they have a theater. I got to see, it's closed down now, though, which is very, very sad. I only got to see 2 shows there, but the last one I saw was the Cowsills. I got to see all 4 surviving members of the Cowsills, along with Bruce Johnson from the Beach Boys. They were all there that night. And one of the things when you went into that RFD TV theater, they had this big black grand piano, and every major artist that came through there, because that RFD, I think, was there 10 years before even I got there, would autograph the piano. So there was lots of people. And then, yes, definitely. I'll look into that. Lord knows. I know Marty Stewart in the past has come through this area, so who knows? But yeah, so RFD TV. My son worked across the street from there at the motel at the Comfort Inn. And who drove up in there and stayed for the night? B.J. Thomas. Yeah, so that's how I got 2 B.J. Thomas autographs. And B.J. Thomas was staying there, and then across the street, caddy corner, there's like this motel that's like all pink on the outside. Dionne Warwick was staying there because B.J. Thomas and Dionne Warwick were doing a show together at RFD. No kidding. Talk about a guy. What a tragic thing. Still, I mean, for Clarence White, 1973, 50 years since Clarence White can't talk today, has been dead. Originally a member of the Kentucky Colonels, went through a bunch of other bluegrass, and lo and behold, he ended up in the Byrds. Great stuff. Great stuff. Oh, now see, that's nice. Those early nitty-gritties are nice. Ah, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And then let's see. So, commercial. Coming up here, the next Jukebox from Hell. I guess if you have not seen the 4 Seasons Genuine Imitation Live cassette, please do. The next one, which will be shot in a couple days, Cheap Trick's The Doctor from 1986. We're going to be taking exploration on that. Cheap Trick is also just announced up here, Springfield, Missouri, October 2nd at the beautiful historic Gillies Theater. I don't know if anybody's seen Cheap Trick in the last year. I'm led to believe it's still 3/4 original lineup, right? Because I know Tom Peterson, when he had that heart thing, one of Rick's kids was subbing for him, but I think Tom's back, or has been back. So I would love to go see them again. Exactly. Killed by a drunk driver. Yeah, Ed, that's right. That 20,000 Road book about Graham Parsons, excellent read. If you people haven't found it, I apologize. I gave it to my bestie Donna Jo Cat Lady, or I'd show you that. Oh yeah, I got a gift from Donna Jo Cat Lady. I'll show you them. Vinyl Richie, hi. You have Bakersfield Sound. Oh, really? That's cool. Dionne Woodley, yeah. See, I probably should have went. I cannot remember why I couldn't go to the BJ Dionne show, but at least, like I said, my son was nice enough to get BJ to sign it. So, Donna Jo Cat Lady, my executive producer, my Arkansas bestie, okay? They're 3 doors down, not the band, but literally 3 doors down from where she lives, there was a new person moving into the house, and so stuff is in the driveway from the old contents of the house. She managed to get some nice stuff, some antique furniture, some old books, all kinds of things. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. And so she found for me, and it's just the CD booklet, but I'm all right with that. I can always get a CD. But she found this in one of the drawers. Emmylou Harris, right? And I know you're like, well, so what? This is a CD booklet, so what? Autographed, yes. Now, I don't know who Tamra is, and I feel bad that Tamra doesn't have it anymore, but now I have an Emmylou Harris autograph, so I'm happy about that, which almost ties into the Graham Parsons thing. See, we went back around, yeah, whatever. But, see, that would have been an awesome kick-ass show. Seriously, that whole thing in '77. Oh boy. Welcome back. That's Freddie Boom Boom Washington. Mr. Carter. Right. Let me think about this a minute. Was he a member of the Darlings, or was he in the Dillards? Was the Darlings the Dillards? I get confused about this shit. But you're right. I do remember that. I love the Eddie Griffith Show. Can I do a screenshot of your review on... Yes, you may, and please and thank you. Like I said, I'll cut to the chase, all right? But if you want to watch the whole thing, that's wonderful. What a beautiful record, okay? That's what I'm going to say to you right now. What a beautiful record. And I thank you for sending that to me, because that was a very... I was very ignorant in that late '60s Four Seasons stuff, okay? And just, it was a great record. Like I said, for me, Ear Candy is Mrs. Staley's Garden. I still, that comes in and out of my head. Okay. Let's see. So then also, so we got Next Jukebox from Hell is going to be Cheap Tricks the Doctor. I still have a review to do on Midnight Callers. I'm still listening to that CD. And then I just picked this up, and you may want to look into this for yourself. I do not know if there's any more signed editions, okay? I pulled the trigger when I had some money, and it finally just came in. But I will be reviewing the latest solo album from Joey Milland from Badfinger, Be True to Yourself, signed by Joey. That's right. You have for guests here, Steve Holley, who is in the Final Wings lineup for McCartney. He also drummed for Tommy Shaw. He also drummed, if I remember correctly, oh geez, what the heck? No, I'm sorry. I was almost going to screw up on this. It was Lawrence Juber that ended up in Al Stewart's band for a while too, in and out from that last lineup. So you got Steve Holley on drums on some of this. You have Julian Lennon singing background on 4 tracks. You've got Jason Scheff, of course, Peter Cetera's replacement in Chicago, and he's on a few tracks. And you also get on a track Mr. Mickey Dolenz, that's right, along with, of course, Mark Hudson from the Hudson Brothers, Ringo's producer for a while in the 90s and 00s. All kinds of fun. That will be coming up soon, too. Yes, the Four Seasons Psych album, that is correct. Like I said, tastefully done, and a nice, beautiful mix of satire and realism. All right. I'm going to, yeah. You know, I liked, I've got a bunch of Al's 70s material. Of course, I got Year of the Cat, Time Passages, 24 Carats, a live album and present tense. Yeah, I got all those. Al did a hell of a show. If Al ever comes out and does another U.S. tour, go see him. You will not be sorry. When I saw him, he was mostly solo, but he had there was an opener, Dave not Ramakoff. It's something like that. He's done a few albums, that guy. Oh, thank you. Seriously, thank you. I was just talking about that actually to my friend today about that generosity. But I am going to wrap this up for the evening. I know. There's probably better broadcasts. I'm down to now I'm down to 2 just because I opened my big mouth. And I don't know who's out there for a Wednesday night, but I guess go and see and have some fun. And I appreciate everybody to be able to come here. Hopefully, maybe we'll get some technical glitches resolved in the future. That's why I didn't put up an invite today, guys. But maybe next time we'll try it and see what happens. I went and did something a little different before I came on here. Maybe that might help. You know what? Thank you for your kind words. And I went and, like I said, not only saw that box set review, which was great, I also saw the, you put a lot of content. I'm trying to remember the one I saw today. Oh, boy. I'm ashamed of myself. My memory's real poor, George. It really, really is. I got a selfie with Silent Film legend Lon Chaney. Lon Chaney would have been cool. What's that movie that's lost from Lon Chaney? Round Midnight? After Midnight? No, that's J.J. Cale. Something about midnight. I wish they would find that damn movie because we at least have a still photograph of what Lon Chaney looks like. All right, guys. I really want to tell you truthfully that I really do love you guys for stopping on by, even if it's just a couple minutes or you stick it out through the whole entire thing when I get to do this. I'm hoping that down the line maybe we will have some more content. London After Midnight, that's right. Thanks, Dave. And but we're going to see what happens. Like I said, I've got my knee surgery coming up September 21st. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to do it now, but I may be putting up a GoFundMe when it gets closer because anything helps. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to be like PBS and interrupt every 2 minutes. But at least I'm asking for the right reasons instead of asking for money and then I'm just going to go spend it on records. Well, I guess it's your prerogative, but whatever. All right. Everybody take care. God bless. Rock on. Double Spock to you. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, always powered by coffee each and every time. That is the Eternal Psycho promise. George, you already have helped me out. You have. You have given me kindness above measure, sir. Take care, guys. I love you. Have a great week. Stay